Let's start setting up. Okay, I'm out for the walk around. Are you ready for the departure brief? Go ahead. Okay, no pushback, start on the stand. Taxi route will be as assigned by ATC. It'll be a left C takeoff, using rated thrust. Anti-ice will be off. Standard reject actions to V1 as briefed. From V1, or if the call is continue, I will continue the takeoff as per the standard company procedures. The engine out procedure today is as per the chart. We are under our maximum landing weight, so we are okay to make an immediate return. Okay, all going well, the departure routing will be via the ATC assigned SID, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. No noise abatement procedures required. The current weather poses a threat. We won't rush any procedures today. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Departure brief complete. Before taxi checklist. Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. APU. Off. Start switches. Continuous. Start switches. Continuous. Probe heat. On. Anti-ice. Off. Air conditioning. PAX auto bleeds on. Isolation valve. Auto isolation valve. Auto flaps. Five required. 0 selected. Green light. Stabilizer trim. 4.0 units. Units required. 4.0 units. Units set. Start levers. Idle detent. Flight controls. Checked. Recall.
Hi, it's Andy at L1. How can I help you?
Checked. Before taxi checklist completed. Clear left. Clear right. Config check. Before takeoff checklist to the line. Before takeoff checklist to the line. Config. Check. Flaps. 5. Green light. Stabilizer trim. 4.0 units. Set. Takeoff briefing. PAX auto bleeds on. Speed 140141147. Set. Stop altitude is flight level 230. Reviewed. Holding at cabin. Secure. Before takeoff checklist to the line completed. Approach is clear on the left. Approach is clear on the right. Stand by. Before takeoff checklist below the line. Before takeoff checklist below the line. MCP. Cabin crew, seats for departure. Set. Transponder. TARA. Strobe lights. On. Landing lights. Complete the checklist. Landing lights on. Before takeoff checklist below the line completed. Set takeoff thrust. Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set. Indications normal. $80 knots. Checked. V1. Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Positive rate. Gear up. LNAV. LNAV.
Traffic.
Flaps 1. Speed checked. Flaps 1. Command A. Are you ready for the approach brief? Okay. The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned star, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning a flaps 30 landing. Final approach fixed altitude is 4,100 feet. Missed approach altitude is 6,100 feet. Taxi route in will be as assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command, as we have a long taxi in. The current weather poses a threat. We won't rush any procedures today. Descent speeds and navigation radios are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments, or concerns? No questions. Approach brief complete.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their upright position. Make sure your seat belt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or an overhead bin. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
1 to go. Check. Flaps 1. Speed checked. Cabin crew, seats for landing. Flaps 5. Speed checked. Gear down. Flaps 15. Speed checked. Flaps 15. Gear down. Speed brake. Armed. Green light. Landing gear. Down 3 green. Auto brake. Max. Set. Holding at flaps. Holding at flaps. Complete the checklist. Flaps. 30. 30. Green light. Landing lights. Complete the checklist. Landing lights. On. Landing checklist completed. Manual flight.
$500.
500 feet. Checked.
400. 300. 200.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Manual braking. Auto brake disarmed. Speed brake not up. No reversers. 100 knots. Checked. 80 knots. Checked. 60 knots. Checked. You can clean up. Roger.